Welcome to TerryWilson3.com, home of TW3. Are you ready to take your money, business, and life to the next level? You are worth more, and you're about to hear how and why. So buckle up and listen up as we journey to the next level. Please welcome your guides to reach your goals, the TW3 family.
Here's your host, Terry Wilson.
What is going on? We are back, yakety yak. It is episode 579. Today I want to talk to you about reputation management. A lot of people think that reputation management is just simply your online reviews, what you look like, what is your reputation, what does your brand look like on the social media platforms and when people Google search you and read reviews. And yes, it is all of that, but it's that and a bag of chips. Let me tell you, if you are a local business, if you're a small business owner, if you're an independent salesperson out there, reputation management, it goes beyond just the reviews. Reviews are important, but I think a lot of people don't realize the importance of what it plays into your SEO and how you are discovered. Not only what you look like, but if you're even looked at. And so I want to get into that today about how if you are an insurance, real estate, direct sales, retail, restaurant, if you are a church even, if you're a school, it really doesn't matter. If you got a product, good, or service and you need to find more people that need, want, desire, and can afford what it is you offer, then you have got to be intentional about your reputation management. And you can do it absolutely very affordable. It doesn't take a lot. And a matter of fact, well, here's the thing. You can spend a little bit of money and spend hardly any time, or you can spend a ton of time and no money, because you can take care of this yourself. But I have learned after 15 years of constantly guarding and standing guard and managing our online reviews, our reputation, our SEO, I've learned a few things over the years. My God, I hope I have. And I'm still learning. But the good thing I'm able to do for a lot of my clients is you don't have to go over a decade and a half, 2 decades of doing business online and learn everything and how not to do it and take all the bumps and bruises I've had to take to learn how to do it. And you know as well as I do, if you're a small business owner, that 9 out of 10 times the customer experience, you can do everything right. Everything right. You can bend over backwards, give them the red carpet treatment. You could give the product or service to them, but they hold the keys to their experience, because at the end of the day, if they just got in a fight with their spouse or their kids, or they're having a bad day, or whatever, that confirmational bias, that psychological things that play into people, and I don't want to get too woo-woo here, but you know as well as I do that it's not just the position people are in life, but the disposition that they carry is going to carry more weight than anything else. You know, 2 people can go through a drive-through, have the exact same experience, have the exact same customer service, pay the exact same thing, buy the exact same product, good, or service, and come out with 2 different experiences. So where's the variable? It's the person. And so you could be Jesus Christ himself, the Son incarnate, and you're just not going to be able to please everybody. Now, it doesn't get you off the hook that you don't try, but if you've done everything you can, if you've given all the service, the value, gone above and beyond what you can do, then what people experience is then in their court. But there's ways that you can manage that, and there's reasons why you need to manage that. And we here at TerryWilson3.com have a service, reputation management service, that goes beyond anything that anyone else does. Like I said, over a decade and a half, going on 2 decades now of doing business online. I started off in the music business and then got in the insurance business, now in the online coaching and equipping space. I can tell you that you need to ask everyone, even those that you know they're going to give you a negative review, you need to ask them to give their feedback. Why? Because even if you disagree with it, it's going to shine light on the perspective that other people have that you might not have foreseen before. And so I like to tell people all the time, even when people give me a negative review, even when people say I am just whatever, fill in the blank, whatever disparaging remark they can, conjure up with their capacity to conjure thoughts, it's a value to me in the simple fact that it stands to reason if they have that perspective, then someone else might have it as well. And for the first few years, I got to admit, first few years in business, I was like, well, that's their problem. They just don't get it. They don't understand. I am this accomplished musician. I'm up here playing these intricate chord progressions and these complex passages, and just because they don't get classical or jazz music, that's on it. Well, if you're in a country western bar and they only want to hear 3 chords, in a hook, then it's up to you to understand what the ears of the listener is hearing. It's not up to you. And so for many years, I got to admit, for many years, I was very defensive. And I know you as a business person, if you care about what you do, if you went to school, culinary school, if you went and got your degree or certification to be able to sell insurance or real estate, or if you've gone into medical and you're a chiropractor or you're a dentist or whatever discipline you're in, stands to reason you're educated in it. It stands to reason that you're passionate about it. Otherwise, why would you be doing it? And then you have some layperson that don't understand all the nuances of what you do, don't get your value. It's a human reaction to, well, that's on them. And there's an old saying that I have fought for years, but it's true. The customer is always right to this extent. Their perception is what's going to drive the profits of your business. Even if they're not technically right, even if they don't really understand why things are the way they are. Just because my customer wants this widget here to do this thing that's technically impossible doesn't make them wrong, might make them ignorant, might make them all kinds of things. But it's up to me to position my value proposition in a way that they get what we do and don't do. And so managing expectations so that I can manage reputation, my reputation and my brand on the back end goes a long way. But it's not just beyond, it's more than just protecting my brand, which is first and foremost that. If you got a product or service, you got a name out there, you're selling under your name or you're selling under your business name, you want to protect it, you're proud of that, that's your baby, that you built that. I get all that. So that's probably why you want to get involved with managing your brand, your online reputation. But here's something that people don't get. And if you are listening to this podcast, episode 579, I actually made a video of this podcast as well. It's going to be put over on YouTube. I don't do podcasts in video format a lot. We used to do, when we had it live and had Reagan and the boys in here and we had to do a live stream, we would do more videos then. But if you're listening, go over to YouTube sometime and go to I would say probably minute 9 or so and pop it on for this part. But and I'm going to blur this out when it goes because I don't want to embarrass the person. But I had a lady that is very popular here in the upstate, very, very, very popular, well-known realtor, probably one of the top, she's one of the top producing real estate agents in the upstate. And I got to looking because I'm doing a lot of work with a lot of different realtors here in the area right now. And I noticed several things. Her score, and by the way, we can do this for any business out there that's listening. If you want a free report on what your online health score is, just hook me up, TerryWilson3.com, go to the chat bot and say, hey, I would like a free report, and I'll get this out to you. But what this report does is it tells your listings and what your health is, your online score, and it goes into your reputation management, your backlinks. Do you have a Google My Business claimed, all of that? And as popular as she is and as well established, because she's been in the upstate for years, I can imagine she's losing more and more business because as more and more people, this is one of the fastest growing areas in the upstate. As more and more people don't know her personally, they only know what they can find online, and her online health is suffering because her Google business is not being claimed, so she don't have that. She don't have a chat widget that's set to her site so that she can capture leads immediately and respond to them automatically. She does have a text-enabled business number, which is good. She doesn't have a WordPress site, which is going to go into her SEO problems and stuff like that. And her reputation is taking some dings on here, where her Google My Business rating is 4.4 and her Facebook rating is 4.7. Now, those aren't terrible, but they can be done better. And one of the things that we're going to be able to do for her is we're going to be able to show her, number one, how she can manage those links to where they all are synchronized and tied right back to her site, so she don't have all these broken links. Number two, we're going to be able to claim her Google business place. We're going to be able to set her up to where when people give a negative review, it goes directly to her before it's published, so that she can respond and make it right before it's published. Gives her an opportunity to sort of cut it off on the front end. So, hey, wait a minute, I didn't know. Because we want people's feedback. We want them to let us know what's going on. But at the same time, one of my microphone here in the office, my studio mic, just fell. The battery part fell. So for those who heard that on the thing, you heard a noise. That's what happened. For those who are listening or watching on the video, you just saw the light go off behind you. That's what happened. The battery fell out. But we're going to be able to fix all that for her. And so here's the thing. We're going to show her, first and foremost, with this report, we're going to show her how to do it for free. That's the first thing. We're going to show her. But it will take her hours, literally hours to do. And she'll have to do it constantly every month. She'll have to have someone on staff that puts about 4 to 8 hours in at a minimum per month to get this right. Or we can show her with a system like we got put in place for as little as $97. It's going to fix it for her, and it's going to keep up, and it's always going to handle the backlinks, and it's always going to handle the reputation part of it, and it's going to do everything that she would have to spend a minimum of 4 to 8 hours. It's going to be able to do automatically for her for $97. Now, that's the power of using these tools and what it's going to do to her SEO, because right now you could see in that chart that I just showed, her SEO score is low. And the reason it's low is because all of those backlinks are broken. She's not getting a lot of reviews, and so that's not a lot of activity. And I'm telling you, one of the things that when you get constant reviews being posted, it's going to drive your local SEO up, because Google loves that. Bing loves that. Yahoo loves that, because it says this local business is having a lot of activity, so it stands to reason, and it's coming from this person, it's coming from this user, and it's coming from this user. So there's all of these users that are converging on this Google business page, and they're posting this, and all of these folks are doing this, and they're backlinking to the Yelp, and it's backlinking to this. All of that is just going to do something for you as the local business owner. You're not going to have to spend on tons of AdWords, keywords. You're not going to have to spend a lot of social media ads to get local people noticing you on Facebook, noticing you on Google, noticing you on Yelp, noticing you on all these other different platforms, because you've got all of this synergy working in the background, working for you. And native traffic and native search is what you want, because that is well money spent. So not only are we going to be able to save her about 8 hours a month minimum of work to do this, not only are we going to be able to do it in a way that it's mistake free, because if she makes one mistake on one link or one mistake over here, it breaks the whole chain and she has to start all over. Not only are we going to be able to save her time, not only are we going to make it more efficient and more effective for her, number three, and finally, we're going to be able to do it in a way that the keywords, the AdWords, the Facebook ads, all this money that she's probably spending a minimum of $500 to $1,000 a month on, she is going to be able to do away with. She's going to get more traffic for less dollars spent, and the traffic she gets is going to be already interested traffic. So it's not like it's pushing an ad out to someone who may or may not already be in the in that category of looking. Okay. So it's going to help her in so many different ways, simply by doing what? fixing her reputation and fixing her reputation management. And by doing that, fixing these backlinks that's going into her reputation management. By doing all of that, we're going to, on average, what we're able to do with all these tools, with all these softwares, with all these systems, we're going to be able to take about $1,800 a month is what we have found, $1,800 a month in what local businesses have to spend in software, systems, support, and labor. Going to be able to wipe that off for $100 a month. For $100 a month. And we're running a special right now in October. If you would like to try this out, if you're a local business, if you're a small business owner, if you're a direct salesperson and you'd like to say, hey, I'd like to try this, free of charge, no gimmicks, no games, a 3-day trial. And then if you want it after the 3rd day, if you don't cancel, it's $97 a month. That's all it is. If you'd like to talk to someone before you do that, I would encourage you to hook us up over at TerryWilson3.com and ask questions. If you've got any questions, we can do that. But for as little as $97 a month, you can have all of that done for you. Won't cost you all the time. And here's the other thing. If you want us to show you, we will show you free of charge. We'll give you a free report and show you what to do even. But I think everybody I've showed this to, here's how you fix this. We show them for free. Here's how you fix it. Here's what you got to do. Once they see all the technical lift that has to be done and all the time that has to be done monthly, they are glad to spend $100 a month. That's, to get all that done, because then it's done right. It's done automatically. And on top of all of that, you drive up your local SEO. You drive up your search capability. You drive up your lead acquisition. You drive down the cost of lead acquisition. You basically mitigate all of your ad spend on AdWords and keywords and social media ads that you do on Facebook. So it is well worth the time. It is well worth the time. It's well worth the effort to get equipped and get a little educated on how these tools can work for you, because once you have them, it's set it and forget it, baby. You just let the good times roll. And on top of all of that, one of the things that I'm able to do, and so thankful that we're able to do this, and it's fun to watch, is now that you have these systems and these softwares in place, we can equip people with data if they want to start using some of our marketing components. So now, rather than spending $500, $800, $1,000 a month over on ads and AdWords and keywords, you've got that native search. And if you want to do some cold marketing, really drive up your leads, now you've got a system in place and access to a database that you can, pinpoint target. I want people in this zip code right here that make this income, that own a home or don't own a home, that are married or not married, that speak English, speak Spanish, speak Russian, speak whatever they want. I want them to have a credit score of this. I want them to have an income of this. You can target that, put it in our system, and then you can call them automatically. The system will call, even have a conversation with them. It's like having a salesperson doing the calls for you, because our AI bot will sit there and answer the questions and have a conversation right with them. It will send text for you. It will send email for you. It will then follow up on social media. It is like having a digital virtual assistant. And all that starts as little as $97 a month. You can try it out by going over to TerryWilson3.com, and right there on the front page it says a free trial. Just click on that button, get your free trial, try it out, see if it's something you want. And then if you need coaching, you need ongoing training, all that, we offer membership packages as well that we can get involved with you and help you, train you, support you, give you all kinds of resources to even grow your business even further. So we're back from vacation. It's been fun. Someone asked, how does your business run when you're gone for so long? It runs itself. That's the other thing with these tools and with these systems. Some of the things that we can show you how to do if you want to become a member is we can show you how to have a AI system support and automate your back office and do all of the things that you would have to do normally manually. We can show you. Because think about this. What would it cost you in labor to have someone answering phones, answering emails, answering text, following up with customers? What would that cost you in labor per month? And I'm not just talking about an autoresponder. Autoresponder has been out there forever. We've been selling systems that like MailChimp, GetResponse, Aweber, and all that stuff. That's, when, it sends out a sequence of emails. But I'm talking about they ask this question and a conversation continues and the system does the conversation for you. What would it cost you to have a live person doing that in labor? And you were not a 40-hour work week, not an 80-hour work week, but a round-the-clock, 24/7, on call, ready to answer, and getting it specifically right every time, not making a mistake. You able to say, hey, I want you to have a professional tone. Hey, I want you to have a lighthearted, down-to-earth tone. Now I want you to be a little sarcastic and witty. I want you to have a little humor. Whatever you can modify the AI system to have the tone that's going to be in more of your voice. You can train it, give it some recordings, give it some writing, give it some of your content so it understands your voice. It's so easy to program. You don't have to be a programmer at all. You just type in a URL address, say, here's some blogs I've written. Here's, all of my stuff here if you want to answer questions about it. And it does all of that for you in your voice, in your tone. I'm telling you guys, it is an exciting time to be a business owner. It's an exciting time to be able to launch your own thing, have your own thing. And, I spend so much time with small local business owners, and this is all foreign to them. They're so busy doing their business, working in their business. They don't understand all of the things that they could, pennies. Because when you compare the labor cost of what it would cost you to have that customer support person on the inside, that salesperson on the inside, when you can have all of that done for you for starting as little as $97 a month, holy cow. What could you do with those margins? What could you do with that extra profit? Where could you go? What vacations could you go on? That's the point. That is the point, and that's how all of this stuff works and why you need to have it. Go over to TerryWilson3.com. Check out the free trial over there, because these tools, what it will do, especially going back to the topic here of reputation, because it is so unfair that you can do everything right and not get the accolades and the unbiased review that you are deserving of. But at the end of the day, we're dealing with people. And because we're dealing with people, we need to be smart and wise, validate people's concerns, hear their concerns, respond to their concerns, but mitigate the damage of people that are they're going to be unreasonable, and there's nothing you could do to fix it if you did everything right. And that's what our tools, that's what our software, that's what our systems, that's everything. That's what we do. Now, here's what I want to do in episode 529. I just thought about this. This is right off the cuff. But I tell you what, if you are interested, if you're a small business owner out there and your reputation, your online reviews aren't what they should be, maybe you got a decent one, but you're not getting enough, which is not helping your SEO. You ask for that, go over to TerryWilson3.com, ask for the free report. When you ask for that free report, I am going to get you a minimum of 3, maybe even 5, because I'm going to use my system. I'm going to get you a minimum of 3, maybe even 5 5-star reviews, just to show you how our system can work and work for you quickly. A minimum of 3, maybe as many as 5 5-star reviews within a 24 to 48 hour period, just by using our system. And then if you want to try our system, you got a 3-day trial on that. And then you're going to see, you're going to want this, you're going to use this, it's going to work for you, it's going to make you money, it's going to generate more leads for you, it's going to improve your branding, it's going to improve your online reviews and reputation, and it is going to help your native search, which means more and more people are going to find you in the niche that you serve in your local community, and it's going to mitigate your expenses on having to buy, because the fact of the matter is, all of these companies change every month. The algorithms change, the linkage change, everything changes. And they do that because it's in their best interest, because they don't want you necessarily to be found without spending money. I mean, back in the day, you could post something on your Facebook business page and people would see it. I don't know if you've noticed, but nobody sees your stuff anymore. You have to spend money with Facebook to be discovered on Facebook. And it's the same way on every platform. But if you've got a system that is working the algorithm in the background for you, then you're doing something. And then you're not spending that crazy money just to have, people that don't want, don't need, don't desire, can't afford what it is you offer, clicking on your ads and driving your expenses up. That's not the way to do it. The way to do it is to have these backlinks refreshed, redone every month, working on having you SEO optimized, having your reviews coming in and 5-star reviews being published all the time, lower reviews being captured so you can fix it before it's captured to give you a chance at that customer to make them happy so that their review will then be a 5-star by their choice. But it's a way that you can get out in front of the negative Nancys, do all you can to make them happy, and keep those positive reviews coming. That's just going to drive up your SEO along with this backlinking. It works. If you want a free trial, TerryWilson3.com, you can click on free trial. If you'd like 3 to 5 free 5-star reviews just to show how we can get to work for you quickly with our service and our system, TerryWilson3.com. Go over there, chatbot, let us know. We'll help you. We'll get you your report out, and we'll give you some step-by-step how-tos. And if you don't use us, you want to just do everything manually, we'll show you how to do that. That's no big deal. You're going to get a full report on what you need to do, where you're suffering, where your online health score is, and how you can fix it. You're going to get all of that by going to TerryWilson3.com. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's good to be back in the saddle, coming back from Washington, D.C., Myrtle Beach, and the Creeper Trail up there in Virginia. Man, we had such a great time. 10 days out of the office, just kicking it out of the gear, having fun with the family. And at the end of the day, that's what it's all about. That is what it's all about. That's why I tell everybody, the reason why you want to be in charge of your career, I truly believe this. Number one is because you've heard me say it many, many times. Nobody cares more about what you make and what you earn and what you do more than you do. So it just stands to reason then the person that cares about it the most should be in charge of it. But beyond the obvious, how cool is it to just be able to go and spend time with your family? I've made money. I've lost money. I've been bankrupt. When my first business, the music business, we went bankrupt in 2007 because the economy just crashed, killed us. I've made money. I've lost money. Money comes and goes. But the one thing I can't recreate, the one thing I can't make more of is time. So I love what I do, not because of the money, because the money comes and goes. I love what I do because the time it affords me to do what I want to do with the people I want to do it with. That is freedom. And so I encourage you, you small business owners out there, remember why you do what you do. And for those who've been sitting on the fence, should I do something? Should I try something? Well, for such time as this, you ain't getting any younger. The world ain't getting any better. Today is the best day and cheapest day and the least resistance you'll ever feel, because tomorrow it'll be more expensive. There'll be more challenges, and it won't get better tomorrow to do something. Today is the best day for you to do something if you want to take control of your money, business, and life and go to the next level. Till next time, this is Terry with TerryWilson3.com.
Thank you for listening to our show today. If you have any questions or would like to speak with us about your goals, then please call or text us at 864-507-9696. Reach out to us online at TerryWilson3.com.
Informative and informational.
This is TTW3.